Hi everybody, it's Crafty Rhea, and I had craft day on Friday with my friend Valerie, and I want to show you what I made and what I did on craft day. First of all, I'll show you that Valerie made this really neat ornament for me. It's got a moose in there hiding behind trees, and we have kind of a family joke about moose. We went to New Hampshire once, and they had a moose tour, and there are signs all over the place for a moose, you know, moose crossing and this and that. We couldn't find any moose. We couldn't go on the moose tour because it was booked up the night that we were going to do it. So every place we went, we asked people about moose, where to find the moose. And you know, they told us, oh, if you go here at 7 o'clock or whatever, they usually come out. Well, we couldn't find any the whole week we were there, and we looked every single day for moose. So there's this kind of joke in my family. We were with my in-laws that I don't believe in moose because I don't think they exist since we never saw them. So Valerie, my BFF, knows that joke. So she went ahead and made me this moose ornament, and it's hiding behind a tree, and the back says Merry Kiss Moose, and it has her initials. So anyway, that's really neat. I will treasure that. That is so awesome. She also gave me these two moose cutouts, which I'm going to do a craft with those because I think that they're really adorable. I like them a lot. And she also gave me this little Post-it note holder that was inspired by May. I may have crushed it a little bit in my packing. I apologize. We just have to get some little pens for them. Neither one of us have been able to find pens. But anyway, this is adorable. I love it. I'll use it on my work desk because I use Post-it notes a lot at work. And I'm thinking of making one maybe with one of the moose on it, and I might have it say Moose Pad or something like that because I think that's really cute. So thank you, Valerie. Those are some goodies that I started my day with. And then I made this, well, we both made these, inspired by one of May's crafts, and she cut the paper like this and rounded the edges to make them look like popsicle sticks. And it's a little treat holder. I didn't have a hole punch. I have to put holes in the top and some ribbon on the top, and then it's the same on both sides. And you know, you can undo the ribbon and it will hold a candy bar or a treat, something like that. So that's kind of cute. I like it. But then I decided, or Valerie and I decided, we wanted to make one that didn't look like popsicle sticks. So we went ahead and did some measurements and cut a square, rounded the edges, and made one that doesn't look like popsicle sticks, that looks more like a snowman's hat. So I just went ahead and put it on a card front. So we made that. And then I love to recycle cards, so I recycled some cards. This one's just plain. It is a Thanksgiving card. I'm going to use my glitter pen and add some glitter to the pictures on here just to liven it up because I think it's too plain. And on the inside, I cut out the inside of the card and put it there. And this card I went ahead and took apart. It was so cute the way it was, and I wanted to kind of keep it the same, except I added some snowflakes. I cut it apart and I taped it to this card and took a piece of the blue from the back of the card and put it on there. And I'll put the sentiment on there, and then I have that one. And I always need thank you cards. So this was a thank you card that was in my recycle stash, except it wasn't even written in on the inside. So I thought, well, I can't just give a plain card. I've been teased by people when I've given a plain card. So I went ahead and cut it apart. I raised it up on some pop dots, put it on some green paper and some glitter, and went ahead and remade this into a thank you card. And then this was a really big card, but I wanted to cut it down and use it on an A2 size card. So I went ahead and and cut it apart. It's rock and roll bands for folks your age. The Grateful, We're Not Dead, Earth, Wind and Fiber. And then Crosby, Stills, Nash and Not So Young, Fleetwood Crack, the Boobie Brothers, and then I put the Happy Birthday on the bottom. So I kind of cut it apart and made it into just an A2 size card. This was another card that was bigger, but again, I cut it down. I wanted to make it an A2 size card. How many old people does it take to open a greeting card? Evidently just one, happy birthday. So I thought that was cute. I put some ribbon and a flower, and I put a dot up there to match the dot down there. So I did those things. Not a whole lot of card making, but they were kind of fun. But I did make a planner. Now, normally I use the Happy Planner, and you know, I use this for my Jamberry business. I have a section for all my Jamberry stuff, all my customer info, you know, and that type of thing, and things about my team and all of that. And then, you know, just the typical months of the year. And I do all my planning in here. But I saw May made this planner. It's the holiday planner for November and December. And I've got a lot going on those 2 months. We're taking a trip, and then of course there's, you know, the holidays and Christmas and whatever. So I thought I would make a holiday planner to use just for the personal stuff and to keep my Happy Planner for my business stuff. So I love these pens for my planner. They are Pilot Friction, and they are erasable. And then they also have the same brand of highlighters that are erasable. And I love that they are really easy to erase. And I'll show you in my planner. So for example, let's see, I'll go to a page that I don't have anything written on. And I'll take one of the pens and write. They write really nice. They're gel pens. They dry fast. And then they also pretty much completely erase. I love them. They are wonderful because I can't write in my planner with something that doesn't erase. I used to only use pencil, but I love that I can color coordinate things. And then like if I use the highlighter on something, I can come back and erase it if I don't want it there anymore. So I love these pens. This is not a sponsored video, not endorsed in any way. This is just my personal opinion, and I get them on Amazon.com. So then my planner, I didn't use all of the pages that May had. They're free printables. I'll put the link below so you can go print them yourself as well. I used a composition book from the Dollar Tree. I got yellow because I thought it wouldn't be as bad as the black if it came through, and I didn't put anything on the back. It's the Jot brand. The only thing I found was this composition book must be a little bigger than normal ones because the printables were too small for the pages. So I went ahead and used some silver washi tape around the side to take up the slack. And then so she gives you a Christmas countdown, and I guess like every day you can color in the treat until you get to the Christmas one. So my first part is calendar. I was going to put little tabs, but I decided not to since it's only for 2 months and there's really not a lot going on inside of it. So calendar, and then here you have the November calendar. I already marked off the most important day of the month, which is my birthday and Thanksgiving. But usually what I do when I have a special day, I just take one of the highlighters. For example, the 16th is Craft Day. And then you can even write, it has a nice tip. So you can even write with the tip, Craft Day. I didn't want to put a period there. There. Okay, so I have craft day. So I have some stuff marked off in November. I usually do it by color, like Thanksgiving. It makes me think of orange, you know, that sort of thing. My favorite color is purple, so I did that. She also gave you sheets that had Monday through Friday on them. I decided not to put them in because if I put all of the sheets in, my folder would be really thick. But I left a bunch of blank pages so I can write different things on here and plan it out as I need it. And then we have December, so the 25th is Christmas. So I could just mark off here with green. The 31st is New Year's Eve, so I'll even mark that off in blue. So, you know, I can do things like that and put whatever, and there's room for notes on the side, which is kind of nice if I want to see something at a glance. But if I want to get more in-depth on things, I have more of the pages. Like I could write December 15th, blah, 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 you know. I don't think there's a craft day in December. If there was, it would be the 21st, but I don't think there is one. And then, like I said, I kept those pages blank. And it's really easy, since the pages are thicker with the paper, to find out where my next thing is, so I don't have to put those dividers. These are pages for activities. If I have any activities coming up, I can go ahead and put them on here. I went ahead and did 2 pages. And again, I left some pages blank after, just in case I ran out of room. I doubt I will, but there we have that. I might use one side for November and one side for December. And then I left a lot of blank pages so I can do more planning if I needed to. The next section is budget. I don't do a whole lot of paper budgeting, but I thought I might want a few of these items. So for example, on this one, I know we want to buy a Christmas tree. So I'll put on here Christmas tree. And then I'll put a budget of $300. And then the actual cost, we found one at Menards for about $260. So that'll be good. That'll be under our budget. So there we go. I've got that. And then expenses, if we have any, you know, holiday expenses. We're taking some trips, so I could put plane fare and that sort of thing there. Charitable giving, any holiday related charitable giving I'll put there. I have normal things that we donate to every month that is an ongoing thing, like to our local Humane Society and to the food bank and things like that, but I'm not going to put that on here, but I will put special Christmas type giving there. And I also left a bunch of pages in the budget so I can do some figuring or whatever if I wanted to. And then this might be my favorite section, craftiness, because I'm Crafty Rhea and you know there's going to be craftiness going on. And then the first one is for cards. I'm not going to use this for my normal Christmas cards. But this year I'm making packs of cards for certain people that have donated or given to me their used Christmas cards from last year. Like for example, I have this pack. I've got it set up and I already have a recipient in mind. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't want to spoil a surprise in case it's you and you're watching. But like I made that. These are all from recycled cards. They're cards that I kind of remade over. And it's just my way of thanking people who have saved their cards for me over the years. So, you know, it's usually 4 to 6 cards, depending on what I have. I made over 100 this year. and there's no way I can use as many as I made, so I decided I'm giving some out, and I have a whole bunch of packs ready to go in the mail. So I'm going to put the name and who if I made them and when I mailed them on there. And I want to mail them soon so they can use them this Christmas in their giving. And then the thank you cards, as I get things or as I want to send thank you cards other than my Jamberry business, my normal everyday routine, I can go ahead and put it on here so I don't forget to make someone a thank you card and to mail it. And then a craft list, any crafts that I plan to do for the holidays, I'm going to go ahead and put on here. Like I want to make the moose post-it holder, so I'll go ahead and put that on here now while I'm thinking of it. Oh, my pen's going to run out of ink. All right, I use these pens all the time, but like I hoard them. I don't use them for anything except my planners. So anyway, my moose post-it holder, and then I'll check it off. And I'll probably, instead of time needed, I think I'm just going to put here who I'm sending it to. Or if it's for myself. I left 2 of them, and I left the pages on to the left blank so I could put notes and other things there. And then I left some more pages blank. And then giving, or gifting actually, these are gift ideas. I figure I can put the person's name and then jot down gift ideas as I think of them so I don't forget later. I didn't write anything on here yet in case any of you are on my gift list. I don't want you to know what I'm thinking about giving you. And then I left plenty of extra pages, and then of course a gift shopping list. And then for online purchases, we buy most of our Christmas stuff online. Most of our stuff, whenever possible. Amazon Prime is my favorite. And then I left a bunch of blank pages. And then yummy goodness. We don't do a whole lot of holiday baking or cooking, but if we do any special occasion, I thought I would do a menu. I only printed the one sheet because we don't do a whole lot of that. And a recipe list in case there's any holiday recipes I want to try. And then a couple, I only did 2 recipe cards. Like I said, most of the time I don't do my recipes on print. I just get them online. But I left some extra pages just in case. And then this back section is reflections, and it's just all blank pages that I thought I could put notes and different things about any of my holiday events, maybe photos or whatever. And then I could kind of keep this maybe as a mini, scrapbook or whatever. Just depends on how much I do with it and what I have in it, if I'll keep it or not. But I usually keep my planners for a couple of years just for reference. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. I don't know if you can hear the lawnmower. My husband's mowing, so give him a thumbs up because he's a good guy out there mowing while I'm sitting here making videos. And then when I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. So please share and tell your friends so we can get 100 subscribers so I can give something away. All right, thank you so much. Bye.